What's going on, y'all? Upper Echelon Capital. Look, I'm just gonna make a video today on how you're gonna negotiate at the car dealership using your credit union pre-approval check, all right? This method really works the best if you have a credit union pre-approval check, all right? First thing I want everybody to do is just like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I wanna make sure that this video hits a large audience because it's a lot of people that, might find this information very, very useful. I want y'all to understand that you really don't have to really negotiate at the dealership when you have a pre-approval check from credit union, right? And I'm gonna pretty much go over why. So most car salespeople, right, when you already have a pre-approval check from a credit union, they understand that you're not trying to run your credit through their dealership bankers. At that point, if they're smart, they're just trying to get a sale. All right, let me just put it that way. I used to sell cars, so I kind of know how this works. Credit union deals are very easy deals because they already have the money, they already have the financing. So I'm gonna show y'all where the hack come in. So if you got Navy Fed, whatever credit union you really got, it don't really matter. When you get that approval for that auto loan or that pre-approval, they're gonna send you usually an email or a letter, right? And they're gonna have the pre-approval amount, right? So just give y'all an example. I literally just bought a Range Rover yesterday, right? It was a 2020 and my pre-approval with Navy Fed was for $30,000. The Range itself cost like 19, and I just figured that they was going to add on a few thousand in those dealer fees and taxes. So what I ended up doing, right, was that you simply just need to Photoshop the pre-approval. So if you was really approved for 30,000, make it like 22, all right? If you was approved for 20,000, make it like 15, all right? This way, you have the pre-approval and can show them that you have the purchasing power to purchase whatever vehicle you're trying to grab, but you're going to get it a few $1,000s less, more than likely, just because you can basically just tell them this is all the money I have. I'm not putting down a down payment. I'm looking to get this either zero down with my credit union or that's it. I'm walking away. So you give them that ultimatum. This way you don't have to be in the dealership talking about how long the car was on the market or trying to compare other things when you try to negotiate, all right, at the dealership. So I'm gonna go over this process one more time. Whatever car you're looking for, make sure that you get a pre-approval for over that amount, I would suggest you to. And then what you wanna need to do is you wanna go ahead and Photoshop that pre-approval letter, that email that they give you. Because you can go ahead and send that to the car salesperson or send it to the dealership and be like, look, bro, look, I know the car is 20, all I got is 21. This way, they're gonna be able to give that car to you and sell it to you at that price because they already know that you have the purchasing power in order to go ahead and get that car. They know that you're not playing, all right? They don't need to know how much you really approve for, all right, guys? Because if you tell them that you approve for a higher amount, a way higher amount, they're gonna add on taxes and all these fees and all this accessories and all this to go ahead and just expand their invoice. That's just how it works, all right? Either you gonna get over on them or they gonna get over on you. So you gotta choose which side you gonna be on. I'm sorry that it's so cutthroat, but if y'all know anything about a lot of car sales people and car sales, it's a very cutthroat business. So you either gonna get a deal or they're gonna deal you, all right? And you just gotta choose what side of the coin you wanna be on. So I'm gonna go over this one more time. You're gonna go ahead and get a pre-approval with your credit union. When you get a pre-approval, damn near every credit union is gonna send you an email with the pre-approved amount. You're gonna go ahead and Photoshop that and you can just basically make it the price of the vehicle that you're looking to go ahead and get, all right? Send it to the car salesperson, send it to the dealership, whoever you were dealing with. Say, look, this is what I'm pre-approved for. This is all I got. I'm only doing zero down. I'm not giving you a down payment. You take it or leave it. And if they go ahead and take it, you go ahead and test drive your car, make sure that that's something that you like, and then you just drive off the lot with a good deal. That's gonna save you so much time instead of trying to negotiate and get people sales managers and doing all this and doing all that. This gonna get you straight from point A to point Z without no problems. You can literally, if you don't know nobody that can Photoshop or you don't know how to Photoshop, just go ahead and go on Fiverr and pay somebody $5 to go ahead and Photoshop the approval letter. There is nothing, we're walking a gray line here. There's nothing technically illegal about this because the dealerships aren't even supposed to know your pre-approved amount anyway. You're not ever supposed to tell them how much spending power you really have because either they're going to you or you're going to them. I'm sorry, that's just how it works, all right? So with that being said, I hope I dropped some game for y'all, bro. I want everybody to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all right? Because this video was real important so I can have more people get good deals on these cars because y'all be paying like $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in taxes and accessories and all this nonsense, all right? This is the easy way to not get marked up on the invoice, all right? So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Upper Echelon University, our digital course will be launching very shortly, guys. I'm almost done with it. I want everybody to, if you're looking to go ahead and get your credit repaired, you're looking to go ahead and fix your banking history, you need to get funding, all our contact information is below. all right? And you'll be able to reach out to me personally for a one-on-one. You know, just go ahead and pay that fee, whatever the case might be. If you want a one-on-one call, we can go ahead and do that. Mentorships are available as well. So with that being said, I hope I dropped a good video for y'all. And like, subscribe, hit that notification. Make sure this video can get to a lot of people. And we're gonna go from there. Peace out.